The strength of this system, I don't even know if it's strong enough to be considered a system, is that it can be whatever you want. Hello, I am the Jagged Wizard, and today I'm going to be talking about the simplest tabletop role-playing game I have ever played, Wine and Cheese. Now, to be honest, I cannot figure out where this game came from. I tried to research in preparation for this video where this game comes from, but I can't find an authoritative source. This game is, like I said, it's the simplest tabletop role-playing game I have ever played. This game consists of a game master and however many players you want playing. There really is not a lot of structure in this game, which is one of the really cool things about it. So Wine and Cheese is a very abstract and loose set game. So the core element of this game is that every player chooses wine or cheese, and that will determine something about their character, but they don't know what that decides. The game master has control of that, and it could be something as simple as if you choose wine, you live at the end of the story, and if you choose cheese, you die at the end of the story. Or it could be something like wine means you're a magic user and cheese means you're a melee combatant. But it really is completely up to the game master. And after that, essentially, the game master will describe a situation. It could be a western town with a little bit of magic. It could be a traditional fantasy fortress. It really doesn't matter, and that's one of the things I really like about this game, is that you can play wherever, whenever, or however you want. It requires no other tools except for your own mind and your own creativity. And that's why I think it's really good for road trips or just kind of casually playing with a couple of friends at the end of the night. I first learned about it when I lived in Washington, and the guys I was living with, we would play this game every night for a couple of weeks. We just would play different scenarios, and we had a Western scenario. We had your stereotypical D&D fantasy. The strength of this system, I don't even know if it's strong enough to be considered a system, is that it can be whatever you want. And that's why I would recommend it, especially with people who are new to role-playing games, is that it allows you to get into a character without having to ever really do any of the hard parts of role-playing games. The one drawback I think about this system is that the game master controls everything, because the game master is the law. There is no rules behind it to keep the game master in check. And so if the game master is corrupt, this is not the game you want to play with them. But I really like this system for its simplicity. I would highly recommend you give it a go. Again, it's really simple. All the players have to do is pick wine or cheese and then react to whatever the GM gives them. It really is such a simple game that I think it's highly worth playing, especially if you're on a road trip or something and you just need something to pass the time. I think this is a great game, and I would highly recommend it for those situations where you're just looking for something light and you don't have the time, space, or convenience of rolling dice or drawing cards, whatever other systems you're accustomed to playing. If you have another system you'd like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments below. I love talking about role-playing games, and if you've watched the video this far, thank you so much, and have a great day.